Isn't it amazing how quickly the universe responds nowadays? Don't know if you noticed it, but yeah, I can clearly notice because things are becoming more fluid. Um, Things can also change easier than before. The whole construct that we're living in, it's more malleable. It's more like you know, it can respond faster than before. So yesterday, I said something about my neighbor, my new neighbor downstairs, about him not asking me one single personal question. And then this morning, after doing my thing in the Akamana restaurant next door, I came back with the guitar. They said, you can borrow the guitar. We're closed anyway. Because, yeah, my ex girlfriend was supposed to return our guitar because I asked her to. But yeah, she still hasn't. Which is another story. I might go into that later. But yeah, he heard me play guitar. He says, "Hey, is that you playing guitar?" Yeah. And then out of the blue, he asked me, "So, how are you feeling today?" And yesterday I explained, like when someone asks you, "How are you?" Like it would be a better question to ask, "Who are you?" And then I joked about returning the favor by asking, "So, who are you pretending to be today?" And yeah, uh, I told him this, like I just spoke about this in my video. And he said, "Yeah, no, I purposely ask, how are you feeling? Because I'm interested in how you're feeling, not your thinking, how you think about yourself." I was like, whoa, okay. Apparently, yeah, one could say I misjudged him. And yeah, if you watch yesterday's video, you might notice some judgment and me pretending not to judge people. And yeah, I so often say, yeah, I'm human as well. But all of this made me aware um, of something really beautiful. Because in his question, I felt sincerity. And so, yeah, I told him, yeah, I feel sad. I feel sadness. And some form of loneliness. And then I explained, yeah, moments like this, I miss my friend. And without making it into a story of loneliness and yeah, and you're going through this period, this mourning, and yeah, it's part of the process. When you lose someone, this was not about that. This was about so where does this loneliness come from? And this morning, after I did my job, there's the word again, doing the thing I love to do, which sometimes feels like work, sometimes feels like a job. I had a long talk with Agung, the manager who arrived early because they have this ritual where they do some sort of ceremony which is business related. They it's every 7 months. He told me they sort of honor their workplace. That's the easiest way. It's probably way more complicated than that, but yeah. And in the conversation we talked about, well, we started about my ex and what was happening right now and the loneliness I was feeling. I noticed yeah, there's two things. So one thing I miss is the company. Her being around every day, we being around each other every day, that company, that feeling that you're not alone, you're together, you're part of something bigger than just you. Um, so I was, yeah, I, again and again and again, I explained to him like it is no use for me now to try to communicate with her, especially after so long, like 3 months now, because it will just feel awkward. And yeah, the way I see where she's going through so much pain, so much, pain on a soul level, that any form of I need something from you, me needing something from her, it feels too much for her. And yeah, I can totally understand that. But what I miss in the company is also her quirkiness, her humor, her fun. Yeah, she also has this side where we entertain each other. And that's the thing, we live in such tiny communities. We Western people. Here in Bali, it's like totally different. All the ceremonies, the preparation usually is done, men doing their thing, women doing their thing, and then at the ceremony itself, they all come together, and still they move around somewhat separately. Um, but at the end of the day, they all go home to their family because their family, your family, a family, is like the smallest community there is. Unless you're so alone in your own community, you're so good being with your own community, you and all your sub personalities. But yeah, I know very few people who are okay with being alone, not from a survival mechanism, not like, yeah, I'm better off alone. No, usually that's, trying to be okay with being alone. Some people really are good on their own and on like having a good relationship with yourself so you can share this relationship with yourself with others. So there was after my new neighbor downstairs asked me that question, and then he offered, "Listen, I'm working right now, and my friend is coming back soon, so I want to finish this, but we can talk later." Um, then the mind, he is someone like this and this. I still need to be so sharp, so uh, wary. It's not the right word. To be really consciously aware of, yeah, my person. It's not like he's gone. I'm, yeah, now I am the awareness of awareness. I'm aware of the awareness. I am resting in awareness every day, and I'm just the observer, or I'm observing the observer. I'm in this higher state of being. No, that's bullshit, in my opinion. Uh, yeah, it's what they call enlightened. But I think enlightenment means um, also being the person, integrating the person, integrating the soul, even integrating the self, capital S, or higher self, to be all of you, all of it together. Uh, and yeah, I mean, the state I was in the video about the movie, yeah? Watching the movie, being in the movie while being the movie, that state of being I haven't experienced for a long time, and I'm not even sure if it would be conducive for me to be in that state all the time. Because sometimes it feels like, yeah, then I'm done, you know, it's finished. But yeah, who knows what comes after? I don't know. But yeah, being in that state, uh, it was even the person, the soul, the self, all integrated into one, not separate from my surroundings, because I also was my surroundings. I was all of it and none of it at the same time, and that's rare for me. It's a rare experience. I have it, yeah. But it's not not it's not a goal I'm trying to achieve. It's not something I'm working on to get there. No, I know it's there. It's always there. That state of being, it's always there. And yeah, sometimes it's in the background. Sometimes yeah, I can clearly feel it in my heart. The empty space, the spaciousness of just being, the silence, the calmness, the peacefulness, that's always there. It's not something I need to gain. And then, yeah, this loneliness thing popped up. Me recording the video, saying, talking about our program, our deeply programmed of not being the odd one out. But even if you have embraced all of that, there's always this, well, let me state it as the sensation of being separate. But yeah, if you just question that sensation and the story of you being separate, I mean, it might just be the sensation of being all of it. It's like I said, being all of it and none of it, both of them can feel separate. You, it's so ironic about these paradoxes. When you're all of it, you feel separate from the being none of it. And when you're none of it, you feel separate of being all of it. But if you're all of it and none of it at the same time, yeah, it feels like it felt. And this is difficult to put words to it, because I could say it felt like complete. I am complete. But that would mean that if I'm not feeling that, then I'm not complete. And that's not true, I know. You are always complete. I am always complete. I am always all of this and none of this. It's not, yeah, now I'm repeating myself. It's not something to achieve. It's just the knowledge, the knowing, the realization. It's always already there. And yeah, then it's helpful if you let go of the stories, the identification. And that doesn't mean, I think this is what I'm trying to put across. Uh, Even then, still, I could go in the story of, I totally misjudged him. I totally judged him. I totally have like formed an opinion about him. No, I am always quite open to be surprised by reality, because reality can change in any moment. It's very fluid, it's very dynamic. So when he popped the question, how are you feeling? That whole reality of him not having asked me anything personal, it just, it just disappeared. That story, that truth, that reality no longer existed, because, yeah, here it was, this new reality, this different reality. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. All right, see ya.